Thank you for listening to the Speaking with Confidence podcast. Give us a review to tell everyone why you love the podcast. You can also download, like, and share the podcast with friends. Be sure to visit formulaforpublicspeaking.com and sign up for the Formula for Public Speaking course. It is a step-by-step system to help you become the confident and powerful speaker you've always wanted to be. Welcome back to Speaking with Confidence, the podcast that helps you build the soft skills that lead to real results: communication, storytelling, public speaking, and showing up with confidence in every conversation that counts. I'm Tim Newman, a recovering college professor turned communication coach, and I'm thrilled to guide you on a journey to becoming a powerful communicator. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. It truly means the world to me. If you have questions, or if you want something covered on the podcast, send me a message. Please visit timnewmanspeaks.com to get your free ebook, The Top 21 Challenges for Public Speakers and How to Overcome Them. Each week, I'll be doing a 10 to 15-minute episode to go more in depth on a topic that was discussed in the interview released on Monday. Today's episode is all about 2 powerful tools that can change the way you connect with people, whether it's in a job interview, a networking meeting, or a public presentation. We're talking about how to communicate more effectively by asking better questions, and how to build your confidence through preparation and follow-up. These takeaways come straight from my conversation with career coach Michelle Schafer, and let me tell you, they are simple, practical, and incredibly effective when you use them intentionally. So let's dig in. We often think of effective communication as what we say. But if there's one thing Michelle emphasized, is that what you ask might be even more powerful. And I love this. I love it because it helps flip the spotlight. Instead of worrying about what to say to impress someone, shift your mindset and focus on asking the kind of questions that invite meaningful conversations. Here's why that matters. When you ask someone a thoughtful question, you're not just gathering information, you're building a connection. You're creating space for them to feel heard. And that is a superpower in both your professional and personal life. Let me give you an example. We've all heard or been asked the question, so what do you do? It's a classic. But it often leads to surface level responses. The person gives their job title and the conversation stalls. But what if instead you ask, what part of your work do you find most energizing right now? Or, what's something exciting you've been working on lately? Those questions invite stories. They show curiosity. They make people light up. And they open up the door to a deeper connection, which, by the way, is exactly what makes someone want to keep talking to you. Better questions are also critical in interviews, client meetings, team discussions, or really anywhere you want to stand out. In an interview, try these. What does success look like for this role in the first 90 days? Or, what's something this team values that might not show up on the job description? Or how about, what's the biggest challenge you're currently trying to solve? Those are the kind of questions that communicates value without you having to sell yourself. And this applies to public presentations too. Asking rhetorical questions like, what's the story your communication style is telling when you're not speaking? That gets people reflecting. That gets them engaged. That gets them to lean in. So if you want to be a more powerful communicator, don't just focus on what you say. Focus on what you ask. Now, let's talk about confidence. Confidence is a secret ingredient everyone's chasing. And Michelle put it beautifully when she said that confidence doesn't come from hoping it'll show up. It comes from being prepared and following through. So if you've ever thought, I wish I felt more confident reaching out to people, or I get nervous speaking up in meetings, or how about this one? I never know what to say in an interview. Here's your game plan. Step 1, prepare with intention. Don't wing it. If you're walking into a coffee chat, an interview, or even a new client meeting, take 15 to 20 minutes to prepare. Research the person or organization. Look for something specific you can reference: an article they wrote, a project they led, a value they hold. And then just write down 2 or 3 questions you want to ask. But the key here is to be truly interested. Do not ask surface level questions. That prep work does 2 things. It boosts your confidence because you feel ready. And number 2, it shows respect, which builds trust before you even speak. You don't have to memorize a script, but you do need a plan. And if you're preparing for a public speaking opportunity or presentation, the same rules apply. You need to know your content, you need to know your audience, and you need to make sure you've been practicing out loud. Confidence lives in repetition. Every time you run through it, your brain quiets that imposter syndrome and says, "Hey, I got this." Step 2, you need to make sure you follow up with purpose. After the conversation, whatever it was, don't let the opportunity end there. Send a thank you email. Mention something specific they said that stuck with you. Reaffirm your interest and offer value in return. And that's what separates forgettable from follow-up worthy. And if you're serious about building a network that leads to real opportunities, that follow-up might be the most important step of all. Here's a quick tip. After every meaningful conversation, coffee chat, podcast, client call, whatever it is, ask yourself, how can I continue this connection? Sometimes that's a follow-up email. Sometimes it's sharing a relevant article. Sometimes it's introducing them to someone in your network. The follow-up is where relationships are built. And it's also where your confidence gets a major boost, because every time you follow through, you're reinforcing the identity of someone who shows up prepared and communicates with a purpose. That is the energy of a powerful communicator. So here's what I want you to remember. If you want to communicate more effectively, ask better questions. Be curious. Be intentional. Give people something that they want to answer. If you want to build your confidence, don't wait for it. Prepare for it. Show up ready, then follow up strong. These aren't just soft skills. These are career-changing skills. They're life-changing skills. And the good news is you can start using them today. Thanks again to Michelle Schafer for inspiring these insights. If you haven't listened to the full episode, go check it out. We covered even more on mindset, interpersonal skills, and how to tap into opportunities most people never see. That's it for this episode. Go out there, speak up, and keep building your confidence one conversation at a time. Be sure to visit speakingwithconfidencepodcast.com to get your free ebook, The Top 21 Challenges for Public Speakers and How to Overcome Them. You can also register for the Formula for Public Speaking course. Always remember, your voice has the power to change the world. We'll talk to you next time. Take care. I hope you enjoyed the latest episode of Speaking with Confidence. Give us a review to tell everyone why you love the podcast. You can also download, like, and share the podcast with friends. Be sure to visit formulaforpublicspeaking.com and sign up for the Formula for Public Speaking course. It's a step-by-step system to help you become the confident and powerful speaker you've always wanted to be.